My particular interest is the relationship between language and the brain and different forms of language disorders occurring in brain diseases such as stroke, dementia, and others. In my clinical practice, I have seen several patients who, when they developed dementia, displayed a tendency to revert to the first language they have learned, although they might have spent many decades speaking a different one. And I have been reported many more cases like this. There are several reasons why this might happen. Some are emotional because in difficult times people might feel much more safe in a language which they associate with their early time, with their childhood, their family, and so on. But it might have also biological grounds. We know, for instance, from Alzheimer's disease that it shows so-called temporal gradient in which memories from distant past, remote memories, are better preserved than those from recent past. The truth is, we don't know enough about the way in which dementia can affect people who speak more than one language, because most of the research has been done on people who are monolingual, who have only one. So there is a need for more research, and we are doing some of it, and you could help us indeed by filling out a questionnaire in which we are asking questions about language change in later life in brain disease. However, for the time being, I think it is safe to say that a good medical practice should involve, as much as possible, all languages spoken by the patient, both in terms of assessment, of diagnosing dementia, but also in terms of care. And therefore, I fully support the idea that people who speak more than one language should be supported, cared for, and so on, using their full linguistic repertoire. It will be certainly of great benefit to them. Thank you very much.